are live and back. I'm one of your co-commentators, Peter Cipriano. In the box with me are Freddie Bristow and Noah Moats, and the indomitable Ryan Carey running point. So here we've got two young players, Robert Shenkman of Manchester and Henry Smith of Philadelphia. What are you thinking for this match, boys?
Well, the way Rob's playing at the moment, I think it should be a pretty comfortable game. But Henry, sometimes plays brilliantly, so he could pull it out of the bag potentially. But I think Rob's definitely the heavy favourite. What about you, Noah?
I mean, Henry's pulled off some surprise wins recently. I guess not very recently, but in the past year or so. In Philadelphia for the U26s, I recall him beating an opponent that was pretty well below him handicap-wise. Do you remember who that was, Freddie?
That may have been myself.
Oh, you're right, it was. Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have any excuses for that? Was there like a shin splint injury going on, or was that just a mental collapse?
I think I was 5-2 up in the second set, something very comfortable, and so we have Rob Shenkman playing at the moment. Rob Shenkman is playing. We've got no control. The marker who controls the name has put that up there. New player to the game. It seems. We'll see how Mr. Shenkman plays. It should be a comfortable game for Rob. He's playing the best tennis of his life. Won the 0-9s last week or 2 weeks ago. Last week. I think he's planning to play in the pro singles coming up. He's trying to get to every tournament he can, and he's loving the sport. And that's what you really want to see in a player.
Do you fix it? Fixed?
The name is still Rob Shenkman. Okay. Well, if you have any thoughts or comments on the game, please put your comments in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. And the name is fixed. So we now have Rob Shenkman playing again.
It's good for commentary. Can't have constant.
So Noah, I've heard you rewatched your match. What did you think of the commentary during your match?
I think it was better than almost all commentary I've seen in my life. Topping, some of the greats. Chris Collinsworth. Yes, him.
Robbie Koenig as well, my true hero in commentary.
This is the quarterfinal of the 2023 U.S. Amateur Championships. Rob Shenkman to serve, Henry Smith to receive. Best of 3 6-game sets.
Icing his opponent.
It's all mental. I think Rob, not nervous going
Lovell
into this, but he's always wary. He's not complacent. And he serves a deep one to start. That's the best start for Rob. That's a great. That's a good match.
15
first
love.
rally. Rob getting some tough balls back. Henry hitting some great shots. But that's what Rob will do to you.
Fault.
Rob will ultimately be. It's almost a better version of Eric. Well, he's definitely better than Eric, but he plays a very similar game style, getting balls back, retrieving well, and not necessarily putting away too much, but he's gotten a lot better at it.
30 love.
It's a tough miss.
First love. Henry's goal again is just to get on the service end. If you haven't heard me say it before, it's really crucial. That's gone up.
So if you're Henry here, you want to try to
40
hit it
love.
through Shenkman, right? That's the goal.
Yeah, to an extent. Like with those, that's good.
Chase.
Take it. That's
Better
a chase right
than
there.
the door,
Yeah, I want to hit
40
through Rob,
love.
but Rob again is very good defensively, but I do think that's Henry's sort of good strength is his force, and if he can get that going, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think Henry's straight force and main wall force from the receiving end are certainly going to be his friends today. Roberts
better than
really
the
developed
door.
quite a good railroad, so he's going to be trying to keep that one low on the back wall and limit Henry's options. Henry's actually got a pretty decent railroad himself. That one was a bit high, so got himself in some trouble.
Game one, game
But
two.
if Henry's going to give himself a chance here, he certainly is going to have to return well and serve a bit tighter. It's a good shot from Henry there.
15 love.
Yeah, just the 1-2 punch there. The good railroad. Rob hits it deep.
Fault.
Oh, that's unlucky. Is he going for a second serve railroad? No, he's decided against it. It's a good bobble. It's a good shot from
Chase,
Rob.
4 and 5. 15
Not
love.
much you can do there. Maybe hit a slightly better serve, but it was a good serve. That's a good shot from Henry there. That's a great shot. Again, like Henry's
30
playing well
love.
at the start. Like the first game was going slowly, but he's picked himself back, and you can see the service end is a real advantage. Didn't win a single point on the receiving end. On the service end, won 2 points in a row.
Certainly has his potential future doubles opponent, Noah. I'm sure he'll be going to school on that. You'll want to keep,
15-30.
assuming you make it that far, keep Henry and Freddie on the receiving end.
Fault.
There's another railroad fault from Henry. He has an interesting style with his railroad, bending his knees. He's a very tall lad, which is a huge advantage when you're trying to hit railroads. Take it from someone who is at an extreme disadvantage, being arguably a midget myself. I've
40,
always had
15.
a hard time hitting railroads.
Chase 4 and
5'8", arguably. But Henry bends his knees down and makes himself much shorter. Gets good action on the railroad, but I'd maybe like to see him sort of make himself a bit taller and throw that ball out.
Henry's had a good start to this game. He's been putting the ball away well. Getting that main wall tamba is killer at this court, and he's hit 2 of those this game. Back on the receiving end, though, can he get back on the service end? Rob Shenkman with the fault. So chase 4 and 5 being played. What can Henry do? It's a good shot. That's a great shot from Rob.
30,
That's
40.
experience being played right there. He's had that shot many, many times before. Put it straight into the ground. That's a great shot from Henry.
Game
Yeah, that's when
receiver,
you know
one
the power
game all.
is there. Really do. Well, that's 1-1. That's a great start for Henry there. All tied at 1-1, and we're into the terrific third game. That's a very smart
Last
shot from
down.
Henry there. I love those gallery chases.
I'm pretty sure you don't, Freddie. You've been famous for your backhand force from underneath the grill. I don't know if you've hit a gallery this year from the backhand side.
15 love.
This could be true. This could be true. But for Henry's game, you need to hit those galleries. Especially against... Oh, that's a great shot. That's a good get. Is Rob going to put this away? Where is he going? He's gone for the grill. Missed the tamba. Missed the grill, hit the tamba. Oh, it's tough. It's gone all the way. I think he should have turned for a backhand. Gone for the famous Eric Barker backhand boast with a little bit more pace. That's a deep railroad. What can Henry do? That's a good.
Chase nearly a
That's
yard
good. He'll
worse
take that.
than
That's
last
2 chases,
gallery.
30 love down.
2 chases, 30 love.
Good start to
Backhand
the game.
force from underneath.
Nice
the grill.
balance.
I don't
Pushing.
know if you've hit a gallery this year. Can we get a visitor, Mr. Pell? Just say hello to the fans.
Hi, fans. I hope you're enjoying the incredible work that Ryan and his legion of experts is doing for us.
30 love.
And
Receiver
anticipating
leads.
what the streaming
Last
is going to
gallery.
be like at the World Championship. And don't we have the women's coming up as well? Are you streaming that?
Fault.
There's a the Ryan closed mouth smile.
Thank you, Mr. Pell, and obviously we're all very grateful for the hard work you put into
40
it.
love.
and
Nearly
the
a yard
assistance in
worse.
getting this court constructed and everything sorted out with the court. So between you and Temple, Vern, and many others, done an extremely good job in getting this court built.
15,
That's a great
40.
shot from Henry there. Dug that out from his feet and straight into the grill. Can he keep going now? It's a good volley. That's again smart shot from Rob. I think
15,
it
40.
is boring, as Noah just said, but it is smart.
0. Yeah. You know, you like to see that from Rob just because it neutralizes what Henry wants to see. Henry wants to see a lot of action, pace, sort of
15,
reaction
40.
shots.
Server
The more
leads.
Robert can make it
Chase
into
second
sort of a
gallery.
nutritional slog for Henry, you know, shorten points, hitting targets, keeping himself mostly on the serving side. I think he's going to be in good shape here. Bit of a long railroad there, but a good recovery with the grill shot from Robert. So we're up 2-1
Game, server.
to Mr.
Server leads
Shenkman
2
in the
games to
second,
1.
the first set. Elliott,
15 love.
Chris Ronaldson said the ladies' singles final commentary that the more he watches the game, the more he thinks an aggressive shot is a
Stroke.
low shot.
15 all.
Could you please clarify your question, Elliot? He's not talking about targets, but what do you make of it? So,
I think Elliot's talking about a low force, where
Chase
I still
worse
think an
than
aggressive
second
shot is
gallery.
going for the dead on. But
15 all.
I think a low force is also just an effective a shot if you're trying to win a chase. Especially on this court here at Washington. It's a quick court. You get that back wall straight off and a quick force. It's going to roll quickly. It's going to be tough to get.
30, 15.
so if that's what you meant, Elliot, hopefully Freddie's answer was sufficient. If that's not what you were referring to, please let us know. Low over the
30
net.
all.
The targets being hit in this match are quite impressive. We've seen a few grills, seen a few dead-ons. Oh, it's a bit deep from there. It's a good volley. Again, as I said, it could be a hazard. It's a hazard chase there. 30 all, 2 chases.
10.5.
Henry very much in this match still.
30 all, 2 chases.
We've got an exciting one for you guys today. We thought Rob could bring the matches back on time, but it doesn't seem like it could be the case.
Henry's doing quite a good job of defending and using his own offensive weapons to keep him in this set.
30 all.
No, I think
Worse
Freddie
than
was
second
Elliot.
gallery.
I think he was talking about low hard forces, maybe sort of that roll force that goes over the low part of the net, straight towards the forehand corner, and then maybe shots of that sort. But bad miss there from Robert.
40, 30 server. Hazard better than half a yard.
Undisciplined there. Just sort of swung away on it, and Henry's got an opportunity here to go 2-all. And that's out of court, it looks like. So Henry's
Game server.
got this at 2-all. Bit of a nervy start from Robert, perhaps. Getting used to the court still. and Henry's serving well.
Love. All.
Good get from Henry there.
30,
Robert
15.
not quite getting on the target, hitting wagon early in this first set. So gave Henry a couple more opportunities than I think he would have liked to have given him to end the point, and Henry did so successfully. So there's a hazard.
Hazard better than a yard. 30-15 server.
Great serve from Henry there.
40-15. Hazard
Starting to get the
better
railroad
than a
going.
yard.
Henry's up 40-15 with a hazard, so good chance for Henry to go up 3-2 in this first set.
Receiver leads. Hazard better than a yard. Hazard.
Yeah, Wayne Davies called the shot that we referred to. That sort of straight roll force underneath the forehand side of the dead on. Good shot from Henry there. He's now up 3-2. Yeah, the excisor. Hey.
Vote.
Well, I think these guys are, my fellow commentators are in their 20s, so they get excited about things like a 3-2, a 3-2 scoreline in the first set of a quarterfinal. I've been around the block more than a few times, so I know that these matches are can be very long, and you know, you got to be in it for the long haul. So Robert's just going to plot away. He's an experienced player, and he's not going to get overawed. You can see his tattoo on the back, over the left shoulder, I believe. We may have to get an inspection in the locker room after he's done with this match to see what he's working with. Good shot there from Robert to go up 30-15, it looks like. So Robert seems to be starting to right the ship here and get a bit more comfortable on the court, and it looks like he may decide to go away from using that railroad as much in favor of the underarm twist type serve. Shot there. Great get from Henry. Lucky that stayed up. And a great response from Robert.
Some incredible rallies we're seeing now. Henry is in the zone. He's getting everything back, and he's really pushing Rob to the limits. You can see Rob sweating quite a bit already. Only in the first set. Here we go. Here comes the serve. Underarm twist. Oh, it's gone in. That is a lucky force off the tape of the net. Straight into the dead on. 40-30 now. Henry needs a chase. That's a great shot. Yeah, it's got to chase so. And here we're replaying the shots. Oh. What a shot. Shanked by Rob Shenkman. No, Shenkman. Rob's getting frustrated here. It's a 40-30 down. He's better than second gallery.
30-40.
Yeah, it seemed like he looked like he had sort of felt like he figured out what to do on the serve. Like he found that underarm twist, got in a couple of errors from Henry, but Henry responded, with a totally different serve return, being aggressive and forcing through him. So he's probably going to go away from that, is my guess, and look for something else. Great shot from Henry there. So we've got a deuce on our hands with Henry 2 points away from going 4-2 up in the first set here. Good railroad. Another great shot from Henry against the Tambor. He's going orbital here in the first set.
Henry's playing some of the best tennis of his life. It's incredible. He needs to go 4-2 in the famous 6. That's a good shot. Okay. 3-2. Juice. What can Henry do?
It's a bit of a gut check time for Robert here. See what he's made of.
Henry with the railroad. It's crept
Chase the
over
line.
the net.
Deuce.
Chase the line. This is a big point here, though. Henry can get onto the other side. Advantage up, chase the line. He's in pole position to win the game. Oh, it's a good volley. Oh, it's unlucky. Just missed the grill there. It's incredible rallies we're seeing. This is almost a final. But it's a quarter final.
Better than
That's
last.
a great rally. It's just good retrieval from both. Good attacking.
Yeah, Henry's in a pretty good spot. He's got 2 chases. I would say the second one isn't quite as easy as the first. Noah believes they're both easy chases, but I guess, that's why he's crept into the single digits now. And I find myself having retired completely from singles and likely moving towards the, what do they call those adjustments when you just don't play at all?
Chase
Dormancy,
the line.
upwards, handicap rise. However, I do have exclusive access to Adrian Kemp's RTO password and user name, so I could just manually adjust myself if I felt. And quite frankly, I just don't think I'm 12.
So have you retired from all club championships as well?
Well, many years ago I retired from handicap singles club championships because I just found it too mentally taxing, just could not handle the pressure. For now, I'm still in the singles club championship, but that being said, I haven't played a singles match since, I don't know, probably a year ago. So, could be it.
Yeah, that's a great shot from there. Oh, that is not a great shot from there.
Advantage.
Freddie, having played with Henry a ton in Philadelphia, you're obviously, I'm sure, aware
Better
of
than second.
what he likes, what he doesn't like, what his strengths and weaknesses are. It seems like Robert is trying to challenge the Smith cut volley return. Would you say that that's an area that Robert's going to be able to exploit going forward?
No, Henry's really improved in his cut volley return. I would say you need to get stuff on the floor. I think Henry on the floor is where he's weakest, because anything on the back wall, he's great at forcing. We've seen it in this match already. Get it on the floor, especially to his forehand. I think he's slightly weaker.
Better than second.
But the way he's playing now, I don't really know what's going on. He's playing some of the best tennis of his life. What do you think, Noah? I don't think we've heard from you in a while. So
Yeah, I think Henry can be quite intimidating across the net if he's playing well. He takes up a lot of the court, so
Double fault.
it can be mentally taxing if you're...
Game
All right,
receiver,
and,
3 games all.
Wow. It's a huge game right here.
15 left.
Oh, 2 in a row. I think you
30
should lead
left.
the row.
no, I think change it up for now. Just has 2 quick points, 2 good main wall dead-ons from Rob here. But that is not a great serve. What can Rob do here? Put it on the penthouse. You know, he might hit that serve back on the back penthouse again. I think that could be the option.
That was an opportunity for Robert to hit the gallery like he's been preaching the entire day, and he just pops one on the penthouse.
Fault.
It's a fault from Henry.
Ooh, here we go. Oh, it's a slightly loose. Henry's become a slightly looser there. It's also loose from Rob though. Yeah, you want that to go flush. It's a good shot. Oh, it's unlucky not going into the grill. Oh, that's a great shot from Henry. There we go. 3-all, 30-all. First set.
Couldn't be closer, boys.
In the famous 7th game. Henry to serve the high one. No. Sidewalk. That's good.
Chase better than 4. 30
Nice and straight for the chase. Probably around 4 and 5, I'm assuming. Better than 5. Oh, it's very close though. Better than 4, sorry. I do apologise. Guys, if you have any questions, queries about the game, about us, please get involved in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Oh, great get from Henry there. That's good retrieval.
Down, chase 2. Better than 4. And
2 good chases here for Rob.
30 all.
So 30-all here. Chase better than 4 and chase 2 yards. What can Rob do here on the service end? Henry had the opportunity to go 4-2 up. Now it's looking like he might go 4-3 down.
30 all. 2 chases.
So what would you be hitting here, Noah, to Henry at 2 short chases here in the
Better
Liverpool
than
second
4.
game?
I actually like what you said earlier. I think I like giving Henry a cut volley. And test him, see if he can hit the lane. Although
Lost
that's
the chase.
not a bad strategy.
40-30 server. 2 yards.
Oh, he's not going to throw it. Okay, here we go. What can Henry do? That's a not great return. Oh, great pickup. Oh, it's great defense from Rob there.
Game
And
server,
that's
4
a game.
games to
4-3 Rob Shenkman.
First serve.
Okay, Rob in the driver's seat at the moment, serving 4-3 up. Henry with a needs a chase here. Get back on that service end. Rob with the bobble. Straight force from Henry. Return back from Rob. Good defense from Henry. Rob attacking heavily. And that's straight into the grill. We love to see it.
15 love serve.
More of that, please. Oh, that's a good shot. He's now gotten that chase. Very smart. 15 love down. 1 chase pending.
Chase the door. 15 love.
Oh, that's an uncharacteristic error from Rob
15
Shenkman. He's
all.
been very consistent with those. We now are 15 all. There's the underarm
Fault.
twist. And it's a fault. Second serve here, Rob. It looks like he's going to go for the bubble.
I'd like to see him hit a few more cut sidewalls. We've artificially increased our viewer count from 10 to 12, with 2 of us here commentating, also engaging as viewers. Freddie could be lucky number 13. Good defense by Roberto there. And it's a
Second
chase.
gallery. 2 chases.
Ryan considers 4:40 p.m. to be late in the UK, apparently. You couldn't hear him here on the commentary, but he said it's late in the UK. You know, I think it's just excuses we need to engage more with our viewers.
Yeah, guys, if you can please get involved in the chat, we'd love to hear from you. Any questions from me, Noah, Peter, or anything about the match, or even for Ryan. If you've got any questions about the technical setup, I'm sure Ryan.
Don't ask Ryan anything.
No, but I can answer for Ryan. I can use his words. I did that a lot yesterday when I was solo commentating. Oh, that's a good shot from Rob there, and he's 40-15 up. 4-3 in the all-important 8th game.
Shanks has an interesting technique on his main wall force. He sort of opens his body up and comes inside and through the ball instead of coming sort of around it and hitting it really hard. I think it allows him to get the ball on target a little bit more effectively while giving up on some of that pace.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, and I think that's one thing that probably keeps him away from that next level for the Rob phase, the Cameron phase, is that lack of power. He's got the sort of consistency in the target, but once you get that, you need to start bringing the pace back, because against Cam and Rob, they're just going to smoke it either straight, boast it. You don't even know what they're going to do with it. And I think that's probably where the difference is between that +1 handicap to the +13, 14. Rob's up here. 5-3, 30 love up. 30-15 up. 30, oh, that's a big miss.
30-15.
Okay. Henry with a 30-15, sorry. 30-15, Henry. That's a good serve. Oh, that's a big miss there. Big miss. 5-3, 30 in the all-important 9th game.
Well, as Elliot asked, what advice would we give to their future opponents?
40-30.
One or both of the gentlemen to my left in the commentary box will likely be playing one of these guys. And personally, I would say you need to take care on your serve. You need to try to control the serving in. It's pretty much the same thing I would tell anyone that's playing court tennis. It's a simple game. Both of these guys have done a pretty good job in building, a solid game plan for themselves and eliminating their weaknesses and starting to develop a more well-rounded game. So there's not like too many major glaring weaknesses for either player. Noah's claiming that he sees a few weaknesses. We can let him maybe speak about that in a moment. But yeah, I think anyone who's playing these guys, it's very important to hit your targets, move your feet, not do stuff like that where you're just flying, and be somewhat conservative but aggressive. Noah, you sort of waved your hand there for a second. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, completely misunderstood there. I thought we were talking about me and Freddie's games, which I have a lot of weaknesses. We do have a special guest. Charlie Hurstel is here. The best Frenchman in D.C.
Hi everyone. Nothing else, I think.
Well, that's all we need to hear from Charlie. It's a good. Well, that's 30 5-4. It's a big game here in the famous 10th. Ooh, a bit loose there from Henry. That's a good shot. Oh, he almost got that back on the. It's a very racket type. Couldn't quite ask for the let there, but he went for it instead. He covered it. Okay, 40-30, the first set point of the match. Rob Shenkman is the higher ranked player. I think he's currently 15th in the world. Henry is unranked at the moment. Yeah, I think he's around 15th in America.
Last gallery.
40-30 here with a chase second gallery.
That was the last gallery chase,
Is
Freddie.
it last gallery? Sorry, my eyes deceived me. Well, we got 20 viewers now. We've backed up. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the stream. So, for the people who have joined the stream, my name's Freddie Bristow. I am currently not ranked in the world.
Yep, and I'm Noah Moats.
40-30
Equally not
server.
ranked, but if I was, it would be
Chase
much
the
worse than
last
Freddie.
gallery.
I'm just a fan of the game. My name's Pete Cipriano. Much better known as a father, a real estate broker, and also a club-level rackets player.
That is game and a
Game in the
set.
first set to the server,
6-4. That was a well-played set from Henry there. Now, are you asking who is ranked better amongst the commentators or the players?
Chase worse than second gallery. No stroke.
Rob Shenkman has the better handicap. He is a plus 0.6, while I think Henry's a 17.6 or something like that. Yeah, and I think Henry's playing better than 11 on this. That's a good shot there. Yeah, that's a good shot. So that's 2 chases, no strokes played, and a worse than second and a first gallery chase.
That's an interesting question, Rich. What's supposed to come of the match? You know, when you think about what's supposed to happen, I'd say nothing's supposed to happen. That's why they play the matches, right? Yeah, Noah agrees. But if one were a betting man, based on their handicaps and previous results, aside from the big win that Henry had over Freddie Bristow in the under 26, I think it would be a safe assumption to say that Robert Shenkman is the heavy favorite in this match, and certainly a much heavier favorite going into the second set. While Henry's played a fantastic first set for him, Roberts won the first, starting the second, and is a much better player on handicap. We're hearing from Ruth, Roberts' mother. She's happy with the outcome of the first set, and that Simon Shenkman is actually not able to watch the match due to anxiety issues, which I can certainly understand. It's hard as I think a father.
15 love, first gallery.
So this junior Rich Muller, I guess this isn't the older Rich Muller, this must be the child of Rich Muller. Because we certainly are aware that Rich Muller is not a junior.
Smart shot for Henry, going for those hazard galleries. So he's now 30 love up in this first game of the second set. So it's a poor shot from Henry. He'll be kicking himself in the foot.
15-30.
Got the camera angle. Seeing Henry from the front this time. That's a great shot. That is a great shot from Henry. And that's 40-15 up in the first game. No chases being played.
40-15.
What do you think Henry has to do differently in this set to win the match?
I think he has to hit quite a few more over than Rob.
Last gallery.
Good take. That's definitely true. I think the way Henry's playing, he's playing very well. Again, I think hitting those targets is key, especially when you get to the lower handicap level. Oh, hello, George.
40-15. Receiver first gallery. Excuse me, last gallery.
Thanks for tuning in, George. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Yeah. I actually might need a Diet Coke as well. Noah, do you want to get some Diet Cokes for us?
Yeah, since you're not really contributing as a commentator, we'd appreciate if you could go buy us some Diet Cokes. Put them on the No Emotes tab.
Out of court.
And it's out of court, so that's the first game.
To love.
And that could be a big game.
Chase better
Well,
than second.
the question is, who are you going to be playing in the Jockey Tower? We heard rumours that Rob is planning to come out to Philadelphia. Would you stick with your partner, Will Hopton, or will you convert to your son? Although Rob's obviously good at all these racket sports, I think Will Hopton is fairly talented at
15 love
rackets.
server.
So, depending on who your partner is, I'd love to wonder if you'd be able to defend it.
Fault.
$15 love here in the second game. Chase better than second.
Stroke.
15 all now.
15 all.
I think a good chase for Henry.
Time. Fault.
Really beneficial. It's a fault.
So, Freddie, should we revise our earlier statement of thinking that Henry should try to hit through Rob to win this match? Seems to be doing a pretty good job with his plan right now.
30,
No, I
15.
still think hitting through is effective. He's been hitting a lot of forces. We've seen a lot of targets being hit this match, a lot of dead-ons. And also, if he misses that target low, it's gone for a chase. So that's a loose cut volley there. And look, there we go. Hit through.
Yeah, on that cut
Half a
volley,
yard worse
it was
than
a
six. Two
it was
chases.
an opportunity for him to really rip one, and he didn't take it on. The last thing that you want to see coming off of Henry's racket is pace.
And you saw there, he did a terrible cut volley. And Rob had a decent shot on the timbre, but then Henry hit through Rob. And it was effective, didn't go in the dead on, but he got a chase better than 6, which is better than any of the gallery chases. So I think his strategy of hitting it through is definitely the way forward.
30-15. Receiver leads.
Okay.
Better
Well, it'll be so
than
exciting to
second
see you
gallery.
back in November in Philadelphia. It's always a good fun tournament. The Jimmy Dunn plus Jock Sutar. Great weekend for
Fault.
haven't gotten involved in there. I recommend going down to Philly or going up or going across the pond, wherever you are. It's a very fun event. Great doubles tennis, great rackets, and some double squash as well. So it's the whole package.
Down.
Oh, it's tough.
40-15. Half a yard worse than 6.
Have you managed to win the Jimmy Dunn tennis yet?
No, I've lost I think in 3 finals, and one of them partnering with Leon Smart, where we got absolutely destroyed against Barney and Lex. I think I lost to Ryan Carey in one of them with Camden. He had a decent partner, and I was with Barney in that
30,
one. Was that
40?
a 2-1 or a 2-love? I forget. It was a 2-love, I think. Yeah, and then Barney and I lost to Steve Vergona and Rob Whitehouse 6-5 in the third after being up, I think, with set points in the second and third sets. Good shot there from Rob Shenkman to
Game
bring it to a
receiver
1-all
1-all.
in games. Doesn't miss many of these forces. Henry's switching his serve up here. I think that's maybe a mistake. He's serving the railroad decently, and if he can just get that into a groove, it's really tough for Robert to do a heck of a lot with.
I don't mind this change up because Rob just hit a great main wall dead on. He's changing it up every so slightly, it disrupts his rhythm.
15
Although
love.
Rob had a good point there. It's now 1-all. We're into the third game of this match.
Fault.
In the second set, Rob won the first set 6-4. Excited to see what Henry's doing. He's playing very well. If none of you know who Henry is, he's a Philadelphia native, born and raised, and he's been playing there entire life, and he's improved quite a lot
1 and
in the
2.
last few years.
15 love.
Part of the Van Allen team. I'm here with Noah Moats, who's also part of the Van Allen team. But he's playing well, don't you think, Noah?
I'd say so. Definitely risen to the occasion.
And Bellin's second.
Hopefully he can get a few more games and make a run at this set.
Will be interesting to see how he does. If he can keep that momentum from the first set going. It was a close one. Everyone thought Rob would just sort of roll through, but it hasn't seemed to be the case.
15-love server.
Matches, as they
1
say.
and 2.
Now, talk to me a little bit about the Van Allen. Where's it being played? Who are the opponents? Do we feel like the U.S. is the odds-on favorite to get it done? What do we think, boys?
So the Van Allen is being played in Washington, so here in Washington, in July. And if you don't know what the Van Allen is, or the Clothier Cup, Van Allen's the US versus the UK under 26, and the Clothier Cup is the US versus Australia under 26. So I'm not too sure who the Australian team is, but I have just gotten confirmation from the Henry Mullen, also known as Mullane, for the UK team. So Henry Mullen is seeded 4th for the UK team, and then the 1, 2, and 3 are Max Truman, Will Flynn, and Rory Giddens. Not in that order, I'm not too sure.
40-15.
Rob Shenkman has aged out, so he's gotten the boot.
Top 4, please.
Our top 4, so I am playing number 1, and we've got Noah Moat as number 2.
Jace the
And
door.
I think Eric Barr will be our number 3, and Henry Smith
40-15.
playing now is number 4.
So that's going to be a hell of a match. I think, a lot of close handicaps. Both teams are quite deep. Obviously, Max Truman had come over, won the Tuxedo Gold racket and the Seacourt Silver racket. Will Flynn did some damage in the British Amateur and made it to the finals of the doubles with Robert very recently, playing quite well.
40-15.
Not sure what Mullen's been up to lately.
Receiver
Seems like I've been a
leads.
bit down on
Jace
him.
at the door.
Who's there? Rory Giddens. Not much to say about Rory's court tennis.
There's not much to say about Rory Giddens at all. Okay, 40-15 down. Yeah, and he's won it. That's well played from Robert.
Game
Here we go.
receiver, 2
2-1
games
to
one.
Rob Shenkman. Henry serving though. It's a loose force. Oh, that's a great shot. That is a great shot. He cut that down into the corner, underneath the grill, and those are almost impossible to get back. Maybe only Camden, John, Rob, the top players, would get those ones back. Oh, he's missed a few of those.
15-all.
He's missed a few of those floater volleys. He needs to just almost not slow it down, but I think accelerate through. He thinks it's too easy. That's a good shot from Henry there. 30-15 up in this game.
30-15.
30-15 in the 4th game. Henry with the railroad. And it's a fault. Second serve, looking like he'll go for the bubble. That's again just a lack of footwork there from Henry.
30-all.
So 30-all, 4th game. So the winner of this match is going to face Eric Barker, who had an exciting match earlier. Went 3 sets, lost the first set 6-5, but really pulled himself back, winning 1-1 in the next 2 sets. It's a loose volley from Rob. It's a good shot, Henry. Again, as I said, underneath the grill, backhand corner. It's a tough shot to get back. 40-30. Can Henry win this game now?
Fault.
1 fault. 2 railroads. Railroad second serve on not a chase. Not the best serve. That was not the best choice, I would say.
Juice.
No. Okay, Deuce now. That's a great serve.
Advantage server.
Henry. Keep on going.
Got greetings from Mr. Shep Skiff. You guys were asking previously about my singles
server,
pals.
2 games all.
Be playing Shep on Tuesday in the club championship first round, which has been postponed about 5 times by both players. I'm looking forward to playing that. Shep, I'm coming for you. Great get by Robert. And it looked really easy there. Both players. Really great shots. That's an excellent ball from Henry.
He has nailed those backhands underneath the grill. That's almost 3 in the last 2 games. So it's 2-all, 15 love up, so he's winning the second set. The all-important game.
Fault. 1 inch.
Famous
1
pick,
inch.
that they call it.
1 fault.
You can't quite see the line on the stream, so it's incredible he's going for another second serve roller. Again, he's aiming too low. I think he should hit it higher, aim for that timbre. He does. He thinks he's me. Okay. 15-all. Rare road to be served. No, it's just good. It was a good serve. Rob did well to claw that back. That's unlucky. That's a. Coming like
15.
Pete top tape.
There's 4 left. Yeah.
Shep's asked Mr. Cipriano a question. I'll pass the mic over.
No, as I said before, Shep's asking why I'm not playing singles. I've just had a bevy of injuries. Torn cartilage in the old knee, herniated disc in the back, previous ankle and shoulder injuries, which I had surgery on, and then obviously the eye injury. So I don't really feel like standing there getting my head taken off by Noah Moats or Freddie Bristow straight force. And at least in doubles I can get out of the way and let my partner do the work. And quite frankly, you know, I don't know about you boys, and I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say about this, but I actually much prefer playing doubles. I really enjoy sort of having a partner who you're friends with, the competitive nature and aspect of it. It's a different dynamic. So I'd be interested to hear what you guys think about singles versus doubles.
To be honest, I'm a singles man through and through. It's just singles that I've always enjoyed. I'm a solo man. I'm an independent man.
He always plays doubles.
Exactly. On some occasion, my doubles partner haven't been the strongest, so it's always. I'm not talking about you. No, I'm looking at you. I'm not talking about you. But in school, especially where I was. Oh, that's a great shot from Henry. That's 40-30 now in the famous 5th. But what about you know? Singles or doubles?
Definitely prefer singles. I think it's just more fun. There's more spots to hit. But obviously, it depends on your partner. Had a great experience in the Whitney Cup this past December, playing with one of my favorite partners of all time, Mr. Ryan Carey. So I would take that over singles.
Yeah, I mentioned it yesterday, but you guys had a great win against Henry Smith and John Kroll, 2 of the top amateurs in the country. And that's a great shot. We practiced with those grills yesterday, and it seems to be paying off. What has happened there? Is that a chase? Did that bounce in? That bounced in the dead on. That is unlucky.
Down. Stroke, thank you. Yep, stroke.
You got to take a small swing on that one, old boy. So we've got 2 singles players and 1 doubles specialist here. It sounds like Ryan. I'm sure you're a doubles guy. Yeah, you know, I guess once you get older, singles really does take it out on your body.
I was about to say, I think there's a sort of trend. The youngins prefer the singles. And I think as you do get older, you start to sort of wise up and enjoy the doubles. Yeah. But I do love a bit of singles. Can Henry put this away now? It's a good get. Has it gone over? Hasn't gone over. That is deuce now. 2-all in the fantastic 5th game. You are correct, Shep. Henry is playing very well. That's a loose shot. Oh, that's a great shot from Rob. He predicted the low cut in underneath the grill, and it's advantage to Rob.
So guys, if you're Rob, you're obviously the far better on handicap than Henry, but he's giving you a bit of a hard time here. Is there anything that you would be doing from the receiving end to change your tactics to try to exploit some of Henry's weaker aspects of his game? What would you guys be doing differently than what he is right now?
It's a good question. What about you, Noah?
Yeah, I concur. I think it's difficult because when you're playing someone who's statistically that much worse than you, things tend to spiral. Massive force.
He is taking out the camera. I'm sure Henry will. Rob will be paying for that. Be added to his bill. And that's a shame. Poor Ryan's got to fix that up after this match now. Okay, advantage. It's a long game. It's a long 5th game. It's a good pickup. Oh, what a shot! What a pickup! Oh! This is incredible tennis you're watching here. This is top notch. Oh my God, this is top notch tennis you got going on here. Henry Smith with the killer shots. Rob Shenkman with the killer gets. And then Rob makes the facial error in the last shot. What a point. Let's keep it going, Henry. Second serve here. Oh, he has missed many of those shots.
So to answer my own question, since neither of you guys provided really a sufficient answer, if I were Robert, I'd be trying to step into my cut volley, and even if you miss high, you're getting errors from Henry there. And obviously, it's a bit harder to do on really good railroads like that, but and a fantastic ball from Henry there. If I'm Robert, I'd be really trying to get my cut volley going. There's a good solid shot from Robert. He's going to obviously be thinking right here is a huge opportunity to get the lead. There you go. There's a cut volley and an error from Henry. And this is why some might say that I am the most thoughtful commentator and one of the most thoughtful players out on tour.
This could be true, Sip. I don't know how many people think that, but you did make a correct comment there. And so we have it. Rob Shenkman wins the famous 5th game. 3-2 now, into the 6th. What's going to happen? That is the question. That is why we love the sport. Oh.
15 left.
You read it. I think Henry's weakness in this match has been his forehand volley. I think he's missed quite a few of those, either in the nets, shanks. I think after watching this, he'll realise that's something he will need to improve on. That's gone out. There's another one.
Out of court.
He's getting a bit scoopy on that forehand. It's not his backhand's really nice. He just keeps it really simple. Takes a small swing on that forehand. He tends to drop his wrist and try to come around the ball too much. So I think technically there's a bit of a flaw there. Good choice by Robert. He had been
Second
stuck on
gallery.
that receiving end for quite a while, so coming back over with a 30 love, possibly a 40 love lead. Let's see what he does with this point here. Yep. Decent force there. Yeah, Henry's been rock solid on that backhand, guys. But on the forehand, he had another error. He's just sort of pulling off of his shots in the volley. And, Robert's been getting quite lucky on a lot of those gift errors from Henry. So there's an opportunity for Robert to go up 4-2 in the all-important 6th game. 40 love up with a second gallery chase. Do you think he's going to sort of see this one out in a more easy fashion, or do we think that Henry's going to fight back?
I think that's a good question. I think it could start to slip away from Henry here. 40 love down. It's that 5th game. They can't hear you now. And
game server 4 games
4-2.
2.
Yeah, now
4-2.
starting to slip away here. Rob is serving. Terrible serve. And an incredible force.
15 love.
Straight through. Comes up to the plate again. So that's a miss. That's not a great miss.
30 love.
That's good force. It's putting pressures for Rob. Almost could have left that. It was a tough backhand.
Better than second.
Yeah.
30
He's
love.
managed to get a chase off that. I would say that's quite successful. 30 love up now. 1 chase pending. Yeah, looking like Henry could come back. 22 views. Thank you for joining us. I think that's the highest viewership we've had in this match so far. Yeah.
And better than 6.
Well, Noah's new to the team, I think. So. Oh, it was yesterday. Oh, yeah. That was the match of the day, I think, yesterday as well. But if you are watching now, we have the semi-final starting at 2 p.m. today. Probably going to start at 3 though. Should be thrilling to watch, so stay tuned for that. At the moment, all 3 of us are on, plus the 2 people on court.
30 love.
Starts with the double semi-finals at 2, and then the single semi-final at 5. And that's still being decided now. So this is the first quarter-final. No, second quarter-final of the day. Eric through to the first, and whoever wins this one plays Eric. And then we have Noah Moats versus Danny McBride in the next match. And then the final match is myself against Noah's father, John Moats.
Now, Noah, you've obviously grown up here, and Danny's been a very long-time player with a lot of success at the club level. I imagine it's one of those matches where, even though you're much better on handicap now, you're probably feeling a little bit nervous because you have so much respect for Danny. What are your thoughts going into that match, and what are you going to be looking to try to do to Danny?
Definitely Danny is one of the best players to come out of DC. Could be argued maybe the best player to come out of DC, or Brad Allen, or Rich Morse. I guess that's tough to say.
Or Noah Moats. Sorry, he's too humble to say it himself.
No. But Danny plays a fantastic retrieval game, and I think that plays well against me. I tend to overhit, so I'm definitely nervous going into it. I'm not looking at the handicap too much. But it should be fun. Oh, great get. Tough to get depth from that. Oh. Guys.
Great point there from Henry. That dig off the back wall for that fat boast, and then that backhand exchange was incredible from both Henry and Rob, but Henry managed to pull through there.
Now, Shep Skiff's asking how we're finding the court. He's He's yet to visit it. Noah probably being the most familiar with the court will let you answer last because your answer will certainly be probably the least interesting. From my perspective, the floor plays very true. The walls, as I think we said earlier, have a bit of grip to them, so the ball sort of rips in, comes much further in than I think one would expect in other older courts. The penthouse, I'm personally not partial to the penthouse being the same color as the balls, and I think there's been discussion of possibly painting the penthouse at a later date. They're definitely different than New York, but court play is great, I have to say. And as we see sort of more play on it from the new players over the course of the weekend, we've already seen like a lot less weird bounces or uncomfortable looks from people, and a lot more sort of standard, comfortable tennis. I think both these players are certainly getting their money's worth and getting used to the court. So, Freddie, what do you think about the court?
I quite enjoy the court. It's quick. There's low ceilings, so not too many giraffes being played. It cuts down off the backboards you've just seen there. The timber's a bit funky as it comes back a lot, but every court has got its unique features, and that's one of them. And I think it's a great court. Was fortunate enough to play on the old Princess Court, and although it was a nice court, the glass sidewall did make it difficult sometimes to read the ball. That's a good shot from Henry there. He's forced 2 chases out. But overall, I think they've done a great job putting the court in. The galleries are brilliant. They've got a bar of the sort of glass gallery on the sidewall, the tan bar they call it. But yeah, I think Westwood have done a brilliant job here, and definitely a club for future tournaments.
Yeah, clearly I'm going to be biased in this, but I do think it's the best court in the world. Second, maybe only to the old court, because that glass wall was an amazing home court advantage. But I do love the court. I think it plays great. The roof does throw you off a little bit sometimes with high backhand volleys for righties, because I think he kind of gets lost there. But we are lucky enough. We have one of the builders of the court here with us. He wants to say something. Yeah, it's probably for the best. He doesn't have a great filter on him.
Wow. Did you get that? 40-15. Chase
Controversy.
More than a yard worse than last gallery.
So what's the call?
The all-important 8th game here. 4-3, 40-15. And more than a yard worse. That's a loose ball. He's managed to get it over. Oh, he just managed to creep that over. Not quite what he was going for, but it's worked off. Worked out. John Motes is here with us. He's going to quickly say a word.
Well, the match is fantastic, of course. Very high-level tennis.
No, not up.
I can't say any more about that. But you had asked about the court.
Juice.
The court is absolutely amazing. I love how true it is. But then, as Noah said, I'm biased.
Quick question. What do you plan to do against Mr. Bristow later today, if you were to get there against him? Has Freddie played yet? Okay, how are you going to do against Freddie later today?
Well, clearly this is going to be a battle, just another battle, in my mind. Otherwise, it could be a very quick match.
Juice.
Very interesting, very interesting.
We've got quite an exciting game going on now. It's Deuce, 4-3. It's a very important game we've got. 5-3 and 4, very different scores. What can Henry do? On the service end, serving his railroad, which has been very effective so far in this match. Here we go. Good serve. That's tough. It's tough.
Advantage.
That is tough. It was a great serve, but he just left it. he had to push up and hit that before it got into that side wall. Okay, advantage Rob. It's a high serve, and he left it for a hazard.
Hazard better than 2.
It is sometimes quite tight, so I would have
To the new
left
serve.
that for a hazard if it was sort of unplayable, so to say. Yeah. It's not. It's only the second set. Could go to a third.
Advantage
Rob.
server.
4-3
Hazard
up.
better than 2.
Hazard better than 2.
He backs himself on the serve, huh?
What can Henry do?
Hazard better than 2.
Now while he hit the roof, it's okay. I always forget. In the US, can you touch the net?
You are allowed to touch them in the U.S.
In the UK, you're not allowed to touch the net. So if any UK viewers were watching, the ball was still in play. I don't know if Rob didn't realise, but that's a terrible miss from Henry.
Advantage server.
See, that's a much better serve. He's cramping Henry. He's not giving him the opportunity to hit a hard force, really. And he's got fewer options on it. So if Robert can keep that serve low, I think that's going to carry the day for him. See if he can go great. Oh, missed, and great get from Henry. Oh, what a ball from Robert. Clutch point from Mr. Shenkman. That's why he's the British Amateur Champion. And it's 5-3. We're saying goodbye to Noah Moats. Good luck in your match, Noah. Play well. Freddie's back in the front row, back in the New York groove. Wow, hard to force that shot and keep it down, so impressive strength there from Henry. He's obviously been hitting the weight room. We've actually seen a few players this tournament so far this weekend in the weight room on day 1. We're into day 2, so I think it's much less likely you'll be seeing that as the bodies get a bit more tired. But, being a doubles specialist myself, I will certainly be in there later. Great shot by Robert there. He's found his serve against Henry, it seems. And if he can keep hitting that target, I think he should be able to close this game out and end the match.
Yeah, it's looking like it's near the end here for Henry. He's had a actually brilliant match. I think this is one of the best he's played. It's a good volley. That's a good shot. That is a good shot. Very respectful as well, not going straight for Rob in the hazards, unlike Tim Chisholm. No emotes as well. Okay, that's 30-all. Best in the second. He's still in this game. You can get this point. Will be big. What can I do? I'll take that. So that's 2 better than second chases.
2 chases.
5-3, 30-all. The famous 9th game. Okay. 5-3, 30-all, and the first chase is better than second gallery. Henry looking like he's going to serve his railroad. Good serve, good get. That's a good shot down the line. And here we have our first match point. 40-30, better than second gallery.
Fault.
That is a tough fault call. Hit the edge. Oh, what a match. Well played from Henry. 6-4, 6-3. A lot closer than many thought it'd be. And now we're into our third quarterfinal of the day. No emotes against Daniel McBride should be a good one to watch. So stay tuned. Thank you for having us, and you'll hear back soon.